Very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us here on Ideal World. I love it when I get to bring you this show because we get to talk about dream holidays. And if you go, oh, I couldn't afford a cruise, you're in for a surprise. Stay with us. You are in for a surprise. In fact, let me take the opportunity right now to introduce you to Keith, who's our expert this evening. Great to see you again, Keith.
Paul, how are you? Well,
brilliant. And before we get going, I wonder if you could just tell us, well, one a little bit about yourself and about Planet Cruise themselves.
Yeah, so I'm a passionate cruiser, and I've been cruising for 12 years. I worked as a cruise director, working on the ships. My last ship was the Queen Mary 2, and I also did 6 years with Thompson's.
Wow.
And Planet Cruise are the largest independent UK tour operator, award-winning, with the top seller for most of the brands that we sell for. But we're independent, so we give you independent advice, and we've got a 97% customer feedback rating. And we specialise in bespoke holidays. So whatever you want, come and speak to us and we can make it happen. And we can adjust things as we go.
What are some of the cruises we can expect to hear about tonight?
Well, we've got a really good selection. We've got an amazing cruise, which is just £44 a night.
Isn't that amazing?
I know. It's a 24-nighter.
I couldn't believe when I read that.
Costa. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I don't know. I mean, you can't stay in a hotel in the UK for that. You really, really can't.
Not a decent one.
I know. And then we've got an amazing deal with Princess at the end of the show where we're getting Shane on, who's a regular guest with us.
Great.
And we've got some great opportunities to go out to the fjords with Holland America. I've just come back from the fjords myself. Amazing.
You just got a sneaky trip?
I just got a sneaky trip, yeah, which was great. And we're celebrity. We've got a celebrity deal on the Eclipse that I was on last week coming up that's going to the Broadway and the beaches.
Oh, brilliant.
So a real good selection today.
Oh, fantastic. So we've got lots to share with you throughout the show. Now, there is also a prize draw. If you fancy the idea of coming and joining us here in the studio and actually watching a show, then you can do that very, very easily. The details are on the screen for you right now. As you can see, we're celebrating the 400th Planet Cruise TV show. That's something to scream and shout about. And if you ever miss out on the shows, don't forget you can go to their YouTube site and you can actually watch some of these shows. If you've missed out on any, then you can always go back. Now, 6 winners and their guests will enjoy a studio tour and a buffet lunch with Sean and Keith. Obviously, Keith was tonight. Sean's a regular presenter on these shows. And to be in with a chance of winning, all you've got to do is go to our website. You can see it written down right now. It's easy to remember. Usual website, idealworld.tv, but then you add / planet-cruise-holidays. And then go on and put why you love Planet Cruise TV. So you don't have to have been on a cruise, why you love Planet Cruise TV, what it is you love about watching the shows.
It's going to be a great day, so please do. You know, there's many of you out there that would like to come and see the studio. It would be such a fascinating thing to come and see behind the scenes, watch the show live.
Yeah, find out all the gossip.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be really, really good fun, so we'd love to meet you, so please do come along. That was the greatest thing about last week, was meeting people that watch the show.
I think it's important as well, if you're saying, I've heard of Planet Cruise, but I don't know a great deal about them, why should you consider buying from Planet Cruise? Let's just go through some of the reasons. First of all, these are cruise experts, and just like Keith, they've been on ships. They have first-hand knowledge. Outstanding track record for customer service, as we've just heard. They work with all the cruise lines and ships worldwide to bring you the best variety. In fact, you'll see as we go through the show, many of the cruise lines put Planet Cruise as their first choice. How important is that? They tailor all cruise holidays to suit your needs. So we're going to give you the main holiday today, and if you want to add some days before it or after it about a holiday or let's say a hotel before you get on the ship, then they can organise that to you. So you just call the team and ask them any questions you've got. Or if you see we're flying from London and you're wondering, oh, can I add I don't know, Scotland? Talk to the team. It's as simple as that. Unbiased service, open 7 days a week for your convenience. Best prices guaranteed. And here's the important one, ATOL and ABTA protected. Why is that important?
Well, because there's a lot of con agents out there, a lot of people that are wanting to take your money and then you don't get what you paid for. And the great thing when you book the Planet Cruise is your money's protected. Those are the official organisations of the holiday industry, and they protect your money and make sure that you get what you pay for.
Now, I'm very lucky to tell you that, well, I worked on cruise ships like Keith myself. However, I went as a passenger on this next line. Let's take a little look at Holland America.
Amidst the huge choice that's now available within cruising, Holland America Line offers an experience that's quite unique. It's premium class, but not pretentious. It's elite without being expensive. And with a proud history stretching back over 140 years, Holland America Line is perfect for the discerning traveller who loves to see the world from the comfort of an elegant hotel at sea. Known for the most extensive menus at sea, served gracefully in elegant restaurants. Thank you.
Bon appetit.
Holland America Line offer a plethora of excellent dining options. In the main dining rooms, guests may choose from fixed or flexible dining times, and the service is always gracious and the menu both varied and delicious. Fans of Italian food will salivate at the offerings from Canaletto's, and everyone will enjoy the steak and seafood of the wonderful Pinnacle Grill. Enjoying a few drinks in the company of friends both old and new is one of the highlights of any cruise. For some it might be a glass of bubbly or a tasty martini in mix, whilst for others a pre-show tipple in the ocean bar will be just what the doctor ordered. Whichever location you choose, expert bartenders will remember your preferred cocktail, or they'll help you discover a new favourite. Holland America's latest trump card is On Location, which brings the ports you visit alive through regionally inspired cookery classes, artisan workshops and local entertainment. You can experience steel drum lessons in the Caribbean, or Tai Chi classes in Asia, or a legendary ketchup dance in Bali. The evenings on board glitter with so many choices, with live music, thrilling stage shows and the ever-popular Dancing with the Stars at Sea programme. Bored? Not a chance. It's about getting the little things right, and nowhere is this more obvious than the accommodation. All Holland America Line staterooms have premium plush Eurotop mattresses, 100% Egyptian cotton bed linens, extra fluffy towels and deluxe terry bathrobes. Recent additions include innovative massage shower heads, lighted magnifying makeup mirrors and stylish hair dryers. And of course, your complimentary fruit basket.
I did tell you that before we threw to that video clip that I actually was lucky enough to go on a Holland America ship with my wife for a holiday. Best food we've ever had at sea. And we cruised for years and years and years working, but really the best food we ever had. I love
It is fantastic. They're a 5-star line, and that's the great thing about Holland America, with a great, great history as well. They've been taking people around the world for hundreds of years, and therefore they know what they're doing, and they really do give you that little notch up.
Yeah, yeah. It's not, if you want the nicer things in life, this is a great line for you. Let's tell you about the trip itself. So we're going to be leaving from Harwich.
Yeah, we are, and you've got a relaxing day at sea, a chance to enjoy that ship, go and get the iPod, walk around, see all the artwork, relax and have some cocktails and some fun, and then you hit Bergen, and your first glimpse of the old town will be the Hanseatic Wharf. It's lots of different colours, these narrow peaked roofed buildings. It's great to have a walk round there. The other great thing to do is go up the old funicular up to the top of Mount Florian, which gives you great views over the whole city, and a chance to walk back down and enjoy the fish market. So that's the Brigand's Wharf there. Yeah. The other great thing I'd recommend to do here is to head out to Lake Nordas, which is the home of Edvard Grieg, who's one of the famous composers, probably the most famous in Norway, and it's very beautifully set on the lake with his home there. Okay, then we're going through to what I think is the most stunning port in all of Norway. There's only 2 UNESCO protected fjords. This is one of them, Geiranger Fjord. You're going to sail through to the fjord's ending. It's a little Geiranger. As you sail through, you'll pass the Seven Sisters that you're seeing there. Look at the size of the ship. This is the Seven Sisters waterfall, and opposite is the big gushing Suter waterfall. And as you go around the corner then will be Geiranger. They've just built, I was there last week, and they've just built a wonderful stairway that goes up along the waterfall, and a great viewing platform at the top, and there's loads to do here. You can go up Mount Desniba. I was behind that waterfall last week, and you'll see some footage coming up in a few shows' time. It's incredible. You can hike up here to that waterfall and then drop down to this beautiful farm and have some Norwegian pancakes and sour cream and jam. It's amazing. Okay, then we're going through to Aalesund. It was ravaged by fire in 1904, rebuilt in the Art Nouveau style. It's got a real fairy tale feel, and it's beautiful to walk around. I recommend a few things here. First of all, getting a trip out to the Alms Lighthouse. I went there with my dad last week. Fantastic, great views, surrounded by the mountains, beautiful old lighthouse. Again, great chance to get some Norwegian cake.
So you took your dad on the cruise?
Took my dad with me. It was brilliant. Yeah. And the other thing to do here is to go to the Atlantisparken. It's the great aquarium, and it actually goes into the sea.
Queen Mary 2 in the background.
Well spotted, yeah. It's a lovely place just to walk around and take the trip. Take a little train if you want to, around up the top of Mount Axler for great views. Then we're going through and we're going to dock in, well, say, be an anchor in Idsfjord. And part of this will be cruising through what they call Hardangerfjord. But then you'll be at anchor at Idsfjord, and this is beautiful because it gives you a chance to go to the Voronfossen waterfall that you've just seen there, and to see these little farms clinging to the mountaintop, like they're almost like they're models. They're so tiny compared to the size of the mountain. It's like a model village, and that is one of the most beautiful, most stunning waterfalls in the whole of Norway. And this is the centre of the fruit growing district, and you'll see wild herds of reindeer moving across the plateau as well. Beautiful port. Okay, relaxing day at sea before you're back to Harwich. Can I just say quickly, those photos don't do it justice. We can't do it justice. Nothing we say will do it justice. Cruising in the fjords is stunning. You know yourself, Paul.
I always say it's like being in Alaska, but you don't have to go all the way over to the US.
Just a day and you're there immersed in it.
There's your gorgeous ship. Let's take a moment to have a look around the ship.
Yeah, that's the teens. That's the teen stop. That's the Oasis.
That's
really
cool.
great place.
Yeah.
Quite unusual for a ship to have a dedicated teens area. Great spa facilities where you can go get a massage. I had my teeth whitened when I was on my last trip.
Really?
Great fun.
On board?
Yeah. On board, you can do teeth whitening. Yeah.
Moly.
All sorts of things. And the great thing about their entertainment is they have on location.
That's not the captain, is it?
That's not the captain. No.
Thank
No,
goodness.
the captain's a bit older than that. Yeah, that's the Lido restaurant, of course, where you can go and get 24-hour dining at any time. But look at the quality there of the 5-star dining you get on board.
Food. Love their food.
Great entertainment as well, Paul. As you know, West End Broadway shows.
I'm going to throw in a little tip as well whilst we're looking around the ship. When you're going around the fjords, if you do want to get some exercise, it's great to go around the walking deck or running deck, as they sometimes call it. Yeah. And another great idea, sit out there, because bear in mind it is summer, so it's not freezing cold. You see snow on the peaks, but it's not freezing cold. You can even sunbathe. But it's nice to sit out on the outside, on your balcony if you've got one, with a hot chocolate, with a little bit of brandy in it. Oh, it's lovely. It's one of my favourite things to do.
And these are good times to go to the fjords. You know, in June and July, going into August, the snow's all melted, the waterfalls are nice and full, and they say the sun is out, so it is a chance to get a nice tan.
Yeah, you could get a tan while you're up there. Really, really can. Let's take a moment to give you a recap of this particular cruise, because there's so many great deals. Dates available in June, July, August and September. Look at the... When it comes to cruising, I don't like to go on about prices. But if you thought, I don't know if I can afford a cruise, less than £70 per person per night. In fact, you could argue it's less than £69 per person per night. It's a brilliant opportunity. Now, if you do decide to go for Ocean View or above, £250 on board, or up to $250, I should say, not pounds. $250 on board spend. That's huge savings.
That's incredible, isn't it? Because you're only paying an extra 100 for the actual Ocean View, but then you're getting 250 on board spend, which is really, really great, isn't it?
It is amazing. Let's show you those prices if you're wondering what Keith's talking about. Top left-hand side, you can see from $479, but if you go from that interior for £100 more, you go to Ocean View, as he's quite rightly said, £100 more, and then you get that $250 free on-board spend.
£670 per person off, isn't it, as well?
Amazing, amazing deal.
Wow.
Now, that's the first of 6 cruises that we're going to share with you this evening. The next one we're going to go to is Celebrity Cruise. In fact, this is my sister. My sister worked on cruises too. She was on Princess, she was a dancer. And I shouldn't say Princess, my wife was on Princess, my sister was on... Carnival. There you go. I got there in the end. I got there in the end. It's a long time ago. But she now loves sailing with Celebrity. Let's have a look at this particular line. Now, this will be going from Southampton.
It will do. As you see, we're the #1 seller there for Celebrity in the UK. And Celebrity are all about modern luxury. This is the ship I've just been on. It's award-winning. In fact, it's for the last 3 years on the trot. It's one of the best ships sailing out of Southampton.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's beautiful. The food on board is stunning. You know, this is a 5-star line. It's an American-based cruise company. But the difference is, it's very stylish. It's very modern. It's very chic. It's very spacious. And because it's part of the Solstice class, that's the library, which is stunning. It's just off the main elevators that goes all the way down. Because it's part of what we call the Solstice class, there's loads and loads of light pouring into the ship. Loads of windows, loads of glass used in the construction. That's the huge wine tower that sits in the main restaurant. And it stretches right up. It's full of wine and it overlooks this stunning restaurant. Now, there's loads of different dining options. This is the sushi lollipops that you can get in cuisine, where you order off an iPad. You get spring rolls on a spring.
You order off an iPad?
You order off an iPad. You can build a cupcake. Now, this is the entertainment. They've got dedicated aerialists on board, and the shows are stunning. You know, you think Broadway, you think West End. You're going to have great comedians on there. It was great to meet up with, with a couple of old friends that I used to work with that were performing, and the entertainment, I must admit, on the Eclipse was stunning. And again, because it's Celebrity, they're going to give you a great choice of itineraries, and that's the solarium. There's hot tubs around there. You know, you can just sit in the hot tub. I know Gavin, our cameraman, used to like to start every day with a swim in a hot tub. And then out on the open decks, plenty of places you can sit and get some sun. It's a beautiful ship, modern luxury, and the food is stunning.
Yeah, and if you book Ocean View, you'll get a free upgrade to a balcony, so take advantage of that. We'll go into that in more detail. Let's have a look at the itinerary.
Yeah, so you've got some relaxing days at sea as you head over to Boston, because this is the Broadway and Beaches cruise. And of course, Boston is amazing. It's a big, big city, but it doesn't feel so when you're walking around. And of course, it was the start of the American Revolutions. There's loads of history here, which is a little bit unusual with certain US cities. In fact, this one dates back more than 350 years. The famous Boston Tea Party, where they threw all the tea into the harbour. You can trace those trace that. You can go around and do that. That's part of what we call the Freedom Trail, and you just follow the red lines down the sidewalk. Definitely try the clam chowder. It is to die for. There's Boston Common, which is their version of New York Central Park, which is great, and try and go on a sail on one of the Swan boats. And if you want, go and have a restaurant where the waitresses are really surly and really moody. They actually insult you. It's really, really good fun.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Now, the next port of call, I can't imagine anyone never having heard of New York. And even better than that, you actually get to stay overnight.
You do, and you get to sail in, which alone is stunning, Paul. You know, you're going to sail past Lady Liberty, under the Brooklyn Bridge, into this mighty city that never sleeps. Whether you're going to go shopping at Bloomingdale's or Macy's, whether you're going to climb one of the many places like the Rockefeller Center where you can go to the top for amazing views. There's Central Park, of course, with the ice rink and John Lennon's Strawberry Fields. You can go and see, because you're an overnight there, a Broadway show.
Yeah.
Go and take in one of those, enjoy it. You can go to Times Square, see the chaos and the wonder of New York erupt around you. And what I love about New York is everywhere you walk, it's like being in a movie set, because you've got the policemen looking like New York policemen, you've got the construction workers with the yellow hats like something out of YMCA. It's incredible fun. Go and do a ride in the yellow taxi. New York is a stunning place, and I've got to say that if you want something fun to do, then go and Google Big Apple Greeter, and you'll get a local resident who'll give you a free tour of New York, which is a stunning thing to do.
But it doesn't stop there, does it?
Doesn't stop there. No, we can move on. Relaxing day at sea before you then go to Bermuda. So we're now moving over to Bermuda. Now this is a great stop, because you're getting another chance, another overnight on board. And here we've got pink sand beaches.
Oh, wow. I've never been here. All the years I cruised, never got to Bermuda.
Oh, stunning destination, Paul. I'm sorry for you, because it really is great. Try and take your wife out there and your family and have a holiday. Wow. It's a great place to go. You're going to dock by the Royal Naval Dockyard, and you can see all the history of the great island there. Go out into Hamilton itself, the capital, and the constables are directing the traffic in Bermuda shorts, because this is where it comes from. They're in their shorts. Wow. And of course you get spiny lobster, which is a local delicacy, and if you do one thing, try dark and stormy. That is their local cocktail, and it's with the wonderful Gosling's Navy Seal rum and ginger beer and a hint of lime. Okay, we're then going for, also, if you love golf, more golf courses than anywhere else in the world per square mile there. Relaxing day at sea before you then go to Port Canaveral. This is the world of adrenaline pump fantasy. Yeah. This is your chance to go to Orlando, where you've got Walt Disney World, you know, we're seeing there, we can go and see your vintage parks. You've got Harry Potter, go and drink some butterbeer and see whether you're a Gryffindor, whether you're possibly a Ravenclaw. Then you can go through to Gatorland and go and see the big gators and see them engage, and this wonderful, a kind of place that Steve Irwin will be hanging out saying, do you know what I did? And then you've got a great chance also to go to Legoland here, to head out to Animal Kingdom if you love your giraffes and your animals. It's a great place to take the kids, or just to be like a kid yourself and explore this magical paradise. Then you've got you're going to Miami, and you're disembarking, and then you're flying back from Miami. Now, I just need to say, when you disembark, that what's been included here is a great chance for you to enjoy Miami. Just as you head out, you'll get a chance to glimpse Miami and the beach as you kind of head back to the airport.
Well, let's go through what's included, so you know exactly what you're going to get for your money. It's a brilliant, brilliant deal. 16 nights from $1,499. Now, as I mentioned already, you get the free upgrade from ocean view to balcony. Come on, if you're thinking, why should I go Planet Cruise? There's a great reason immediately. Now, this next bit is exclusive to Planet Cruise. You're going to get free $75 onboard spend per stateroom when you book in a balcony stateroom. Return flights to London, plus all your overseas transfers. Overnight on board, as we said, in New York and Bermuda. And if you wish, I talked about earlier in the show, this being bespoke, so you can really build this any way you like, but you can add on 2 nights stay in Miami. Now, bear in mind that this can be deposit only. Your gratuities are included. And if you're going, I want that one, I want that one, yeah, always write down the ID number. See it on the bottom left-hand side, ID 87285. If you're going to call the team, and your phone number's there at the bottom of the team, that will help them go straight to the cruise you're talking about. And if you go into the website, just put the ID number in, it will take you straight through to that website. Now, Keith, you said you've been on this recently. Have you got any photographs?
Cruise with Keith was last week around the fjords on the Celebrity Eclipse. It was great fun. Hello to everyone that we saw and met, and there will be more photos coming out in the next few days and the footage. But here's a few photos. Wow. This is the lovely Brenda. Bless her, she'd hurt her foot, so I hope you're feeling better, Brenda. And this is just in the great shopping arcade with loads of bargains. That's myself and Philip Perry. This is in the Meon Valley Marriott. It took me an hour to get to my room. Loads of fans of the show there. It was great fun. Elvis and Priscilla, you know who you are. Great guys. We were drinking with them most nights in the Martini Bar. And then these two lovely ladies, Sheila and Sarah, that met them in Bistro on 5 on the penultimate day, and they were lovely. We had a lovely chat. Big fans of the show. That's myself and Sue Denning. I used to work with her. She's the cruise director. Fantastic lady. Did a great job with the entertainment on board. Great to be working with her again. We worked together with Thompson Cruises. And my last one there, this is wonderful. Sue and Rob Crump. And Rob, I hope you're feeling better, mate, and you'll be able to watch the show live right now. But these were two lovely people. In fact, I mean, everyone we met were fantastic, Paul. It was a lovely, lovely trip.
When you go on a cruise, you never know who you might bump into. Come on, let's move on to our next one, because there are 6 cruises we want to get through. Make notes if you want to as we're going through. Write down the ID numbers. This next one is where Keith used to work, and this is actually on Thompson. Watch this.
With its uniquely British product, small, intimate ships, a great range of cruise and stay options, all tips included, an unrivaled number of regional airports you can fly from, plus a generous baggage allowance, it's little wonder that Thompson Cruises is turning heads. They boast one of the highest levels of repeat passengers in the industry, and after 6 years working for them, I can tell you why. They are without doubt the friendliest ships afloat. Some friends of mine who cruise a lot always pack 2 sizes of clothing. One for the start of the cruise, thank you, and one for the end. And once you've tasted the food on board, you'll understand why. It's international cuisine with a British twist. And with open sitting as standard, you won't need to rush trying to keep to the ship schedule. You can set the pace and enjoy up to 7 meals a day. Trust me, it's possible. Whether it's a freshly poured pint in a nightclub or sipping a cocktail of the day poolside, each of the bars on board Thompson ships enjoys a unique and special personality. With honest low prices, juggling waiters and service with a smile, you're never more than 2 minutes walk away from a refreshing aperitif. The Thompson Cruises has some of the best entertainment afloat. In a 2-week cruise, you'll see no fewer than 10 full production shows and some great comedy from award-winning UK guest artists. Add to that fantastic interactive game shows, cabarets, and all singing, all dancing deck parties, and you really won't want to go back to your cabin. There is lots and lots of choice with the accommodation on board Thompson ships, from insides through to stunning suites. All are en suite, offer 24-hour room service and 2 turn-downs a day. The only surprise you're going to encounter is what your hand towel will be transformed into when you return every night. My favourite was always the monkey with the sunglasses.
Great thing about this trip is actually 7-day cruise and then 7 days in a hotel.
Yeah, and the hotel bit's all inclusive, Paul, which is really, really rare.
Even booze?
Yeah, even the booze. Absolutely.
That's amazing.
It's a really, really good opportunity at this, and of course, a lot of our viewers love cruising with Thompson because they're really, they're family friendly, they're couple friendly, great entertainment, really relaxed atmosphere.
And let's face it, after this itinerary, because we've got a great itinerary lined up for you, you might want a week in a hotel just to chill out and really relax before you go home. Come on, let's have a look at where we're going.
OK, so you're heading out from the island of Corfu, and you've got a great chance to relax at sea there, enjoying the ship, getting lots of sun, because you're sailing around the Mediterranean, and then you're heading over to Trapani, and this is the eternal meeting point between East and West, between Africa and Europe. It's Sicily, of course. The beautiful Sicily. You can follow in the footsteps of the Godfather, go and see Marlon Brando and some of the wonderful places where they filmed that great series of films. And you can also head up to the mountaintop city of Aris and get some amazing views like this over the whole of Sicily. If you get a chance, I would recommend trying the famous Sicilian olive oil ice cream. OK, then you're going through to...
Is it any good?
It's really gorgeous. You wouldn't think it, but it's really nice. Yeah, olive oil gelato, really gorgeous. OK, next is the port, is Civitavecchia. Now, this is the port for Rome. It's a couple of hours in to see the Eternal City, but boy is it worth it. It's a city of fountains, a city of iconic buildings such as the Vatican with the Sistine Chapel. Go and say hello, of course, to the Pope. Wander through the Roman Forum, you know, in the footsteps of people like Julius Caesar. Stand in the mighty Colosseum, imagining the gladiators fighting for their lives around you and the crowd booing and thumb up, thumb down, what was it going to be? And of course the Spanish Steps, if you climb them, it gives you an amazing view over the whole of the city. The other great thing to do is the Da Vinci Trail. After the book and then the film, you can do that, and that ends up in Piazza Navona. Great place to get an ice cream, watch the world go past. Then we're going through to Naples. This is Italy's most red-blooded city. It's one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, and it's great. The whole city centre is like a museum, and you can wander through, and the buildings almost lean in, and you've got these wrought iron balconies with these ladies hanging their washing out. But when you head out, there's so much to do. You've got Pompeii and Herculaneum if you like your history. You've got the island of Capri if you like your jet-set paradise. You've got the Amalfi Coast with the lemon blossom and the orange blossom to explore. But Naples itself, I love. Try the coffee, try the pizza because it's the birthplace of pizza, and go to the museum there. It's got all the artefacts from Pompeii and Herculaneum. Then Lipari. This is the largest of the Italian Ionian Islands. Rocky crags, volcanic hills, a pebbled shoreline, and a great little harbour with plenty of seafood restaurants and laid-back bars where you can just sit down, chill out and do nothing at all. Then we're going through to Crotone. This is Italy. It's right on the ball of Italy's foot. It was once one of the most powerful cities in the classical world. Had a very famous school of medicine. These days it's famous for its wine, and in fact this is the same wine that used to be given to the Olympic champions after the games. Wow. So go out and do a wine tour is my advice here. Then we're going back to Corfu, and this is where you disembark, and you have 7 nights in a great hotel. And it's a 4T hotel. That means that's Thompson's own grading system, which kind of relates to about 4 stars, and it's your chance to relax. Remember, it's all inclusive, so you know, as you get to enjoy Corfu, everything's included at this part of the holiday. And Corfu itself is a stunning place.
The best balance here is go, 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 go when you're on that cruise. Get out there, go see Rome. You make sure you're there, and be exhausted by the end of those 7 days, because you know you've got a whole week off to chill out and enjoy. Let's go through what you get for your money. This is an amazing deal. It works out less than £60 per person tonight. We've got loads of dates available for you in October. Your return flights, look at this. You can always call the team anyway and ask them about alternative flights, but we've got flights here from Gatwick, Luton, Bristol, Exeter and even Norwich, and it just depends on your departure date. So again, talk to the team, they'll organise that for you. 7 nights on board Thompson's cruise, and that's the Thompson Majesty, plus all your overseas transfers, but then you've got your 7 nights in the hotel, and that is all inclusive. That's the beauty of it. Let's go through the prices for you so you can see just how affordable this is. Bear in mind, this is 14 nights. It's 7 plus 7. And of course, when you're on the ship as well, you've got all your entertainment included, all your food is included. It is tremendous value for money. So from £839 if you go in October 16th, it's so affordable. Let me just remind you of where you can get the flights from, because there are so many local airports available. Call the team, talk to them. 0800, it's free to call. They're all experts. That's so important to get across. They are all experts. 0800 840 1088, and there are no obligations to buy. I'm confident you're going to find one of your local airports listed there. But of course, we've got all tips and service charges are included in that as well, aren't they?
They are. That's the same always with Thompson. I'm not sure, Paul, but we've got Shane seems to be kind of indicating
I'm being told
he wants to come and.
There's a special deal from Princess. Rather than me tell you about it, can we get Shane? Shane's not meant to come in till a little later, but
Sorry, guy, I'm butting in.
No,
you're right, chaps.
Do you know about the new deal? I've just been told there's a new deal. I don't know yet.
We've had a great new deal. So I'm waving behind the camera because there's this deal coming in. Great show, by the way. Doing a great job.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank
yeah,
you.
looks like you've done it before. So a great deal that's just come in for you. I just wanted to let you know about it. So it's an amazing 7-night Mediterranean sailing. This sailing sails from Rome to Barcelona on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, this sailing is now leading in at just £599. So this is literally just hot off the press. It's just come in. So you know I'm always here, Keith. You know we do this show a lot. So
yeah,
whenever I come here, we always manage to get a really great deal for you. And this one has been right down to the wire, trying to pull this deal together for you. It's an amazing itinerary, a really great 7-night cruise sailing on the beautiful Emerald Princess.
Now,
So
if you go, no, that's too quick. I didn't catch all the information. Don't forget the phone number will be back on the screen in a minute. Free to call. Chat to the guys. In fact, we'll get Shane back in a minute because we're going to do a Princess Cruise in a moment.
Oh yeah, so we've got another deal coming up shortly, but I didn't want anyone to miss out on this one. £599 for a 7-night sailing departing on the 4th of July.
And if the viewers call the Planet Cruise hotline, they'll be able to find out more about
They'll be able to pick more up there. Yes, I'm just muscled in because I know you've got a
He did, didn't he?
I'm muscled in because I don't want anyone to miss out on this deal. So it's an incredible deal, not to be missed. So departing on the 4th of July, great weather, great itinerary, sailing from Rome to Barcelona.
Brilliant.
So great itinerary. And that does include your flights, your transfers, and of course a spectacular Princess Cruise as well. So a great deal that we've put
Independence
together.
Day, there might be even a special
Oh yes, I didn't want to give that away. That's a secret. There'll be special celebrations on board.
We'll get you to come back in a minute and talk a bit more about Princess themselves. Let's take a moment right now to move on to our next cruise. We've still got to squeeze a couple more in. This is costing. It's actually my very first cruise line.
Was it really? I remember you said that. So, yeah, I know you've cruised quite a lot. My word.
Yeah, back in 1986 I joined him. So let's take a moment right now to have a look around the cost of the ship, because on this particular one, well, you can see how gorgeous it is.
Thanks to Shane, that's fantastic. OK, so we're there with Costa. This is an Italian cruise line. It's part of the Carnival fleet. And this is your chance to have a wonderful international cruising experience. You're going to meet people from all over the world. Costa, known for big glamorous spas where you can get every single treatment under the sun. They're known for great Mediterranean dining where they reflect the different flavours of the Mediterranean every night. You're getting an idea here of the kind of relaxing chance for you to go and sit in a hot tub out on deck and soak up the sun, surrounded by these wonderful, good-looking Italians and Mediterranean people. You know, if you think about all the things to do with Italy and think about the glamour and the sophistication of Italy and then reflect that back into ships, that's what you get here. Now again, a great selection of different restaurants. You can go and dine just for the two of you, have something intimate and romantic. You can take the whole family. You can even sit in your cabin, order some room service, sit on your own balcony and watch the waves go past as you soak up some of the sun. It's a great opportunity to spoil yourself, and again, that famous yellow funnel is all part of Costa Cruises.
Yeah, I had 6 years with them and I really enjoyed it. It's a really fun atmosphere. You know, the Italians are very warm, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Let's take a moment to go right onto that itinerary so you can see it, because it's an amazing itinerary.
This is stunning, and this is the one which is £44 per person per night.
Yeah,
heading out of Venice.
Let's just say that again. It is £44 per person per night, and you've only got to put a deposit down on it tonight.
It's absolutely amazing. So you're cruising out of Venice. That alone is an incredible start as you head out past St Mark's, past all the gondolas and past the Vaporettos, and then you're heading down the Adriatic. Your first port of call is Bari. It's situated in the heel of the boot of the country. It's famous for its beaches, its old town, and fabulous food, and a chance to go to Sassi, where Mel Gibson set his film The Passion of the Christ. Then you're going to Corfu. I've already talked about Corfu, but a beautiful big Mediterranean island. And then you're heading to a great port that I love so much, Malta. The port is Valletta. It was built by the Knights of St John, the Hospitallers. Sailing into this grand harbour is like sailing into a Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings setting. It's absolutely stunning. And you can actually head into the old town of Medina, which is still walled. It's called the Silent City because no cars are allowed. You can head out to the Blue Grotto, but the views from the Upper Baracca Gardens that you're seeing here are absolutely stunning. And you can go to the bar where Oliver Reed had his last ever order, and it's written up on the wall. It's called Ollie's Last Bar, of course, because he sadly passed away while filming Gladiator here.
Yeah.
Now, Naples is next. I've already talked about it, so we'll move on. Savona. This is a fabulous location, and it's set between a sunny bay and the sea and the Ligurian Alps, and it's overlooked by this imposing fortress. A great chance for you to go through to Nice, Monaco, Portofino and Genoa. They're all accessible from this port. Then we're going through a relaxing day at sea before you go to Morocco. Fantastic new continent, Casablanca. We all know the famous film with Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman. Your chance now to stroll the beaches, to see the French colonial architecture, maybe to go and haggle in the souk, or head out to the imperial cities of Rabat and Marrakesh and see a belly dancer or maybe a snake charmer and the smell of incense on the air. OK, we're then going through to the Canary Islands. 355 days of sun in a year, and they're incredible.
That's pretty amazing.
It is pretty incredible. The first one is Lanzarote. It's 70 miles off the coast of Africa. It's the most northernmost of the Canary Islands. It's almost the hottest. It's often described as lunar, and you can see why. And they filmed the 1970s science fiction series Planet of the Apes here. Mountains of Fire. What you're seeing there, a chance to take a camel ride through them, big solidified dormant mountains, looking over these huge lava fields. Really good fun to do that. And if you get a chance, go to Cesar Manrique's home, which is built out of lava bubbles. It's incredible. Wow. Very Austin Powers. Then you're going through to Santa Cruz, Tenerife. It's the largest of the Canary Islands. It's probably the most scenically stunning island in the world. It's dominated by the over 12,000-foot Mount T, the highest mountain in Spain. It's a whole national park which you can explore. Look at that coastline. It's so beautiful. That's Mount T itself. You can take the funicular up and you can hike back down. Head to the military museum in Santa Cruz where you dock, and you've got the cannon which shot off Admiral Lord Nelson's arm in 1793.
I did not know that.
Yes, it's all happening there. A little bit of black sand beaches, and again, a great chance to relax on the beaches. If you're with the family, go to Loro Park. You're going to see a picture of it next. You can go and see dolphins, either in the wild out on a cruise around the island, or go to Loro Park to see them in the habitat. OK, then we're going through relaxing days at sea before we go to the Caribbean. Wow, what an itinerary this is. It's a repositional cruise. St John's, this boasts one of the Caribbean's most spectacular coastlines. They've got a beach for every day of the year. My favourite is Darkwood at the top end. You can take the bus, it's only $1 all the way up. Really beautiful. Do a canopy zip line adventure, and you can also Go to Shirley Heights for great views over Nelson's Dockyard, which you can visit if you love your history. Then we're going for a relaxing day at sea before we go to the Dominican Republic, Catalina Island. Basically, the whole ship decamps to a private beach. They get all the bars off there. All that beach is private. It's just you and your ship there. They set all the bars up. You can use your bar card. You can have cocktails and use all your bar card on there. They do a big barbecue and you relax on this private paradise. It's brilliant. Then the next day you're in Dominican Republic proper, in La Romana. This is your chance to go through the 16th century Old Quarter, which was first settled by Christopher Columbus. So like something out of a history book with cobbled streets and ornate Spanish churches. And also to get a real flavour of the Dominican Republic with these noisy street markets and haciendas and cigar shops. Then we're going through finally to Grand Turk. It's the capital of the Turks and Caicos. This is like stepping back to the Caribbean 40 years ago. Best thing to do here is to just walk the beaches and go to the Gibbs Cay, which is the home of the stingray encounter, where you can actually hold the stingrays, feed them calamari, and have a moment with these beautiful aquatic animals. I mean, I did it myself several times. Nothing beats it, apart from cuddling a koala.
It is amazing, isn't it? I mean, what I love about this itinerary is it's like getting 2 cruises. You've got that cruise around the Med, then you've got a cruise around the Caribbean.
Yeah, and look at the continents you're doing as well. And the fact then you're going back to Fort Lauderdale after a relaxing day at sea, and then we transfer you once you get off the ship to Sawgrass Mill, because your flight's in the evening, but you go to Sawgrass Mill. The great thing about this is it's a great place to relax.
Oh, is that gorgeous? It's a giant shopping mall, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really big bespoke designer outlet centre where you can go great shopping. And we're giving, as part of a deal, there's $500 worth of savings in a booklet we're giving you. So if you want to go shopping, you can do that, and you can make some great savings whilst also having some great food and then getting your flight back. So you get a chance to enjoy a little bit of Miami as well.
Now, I think when we talk about, this is under £44 per person per night, you maybe think, well, what's the ship like? Let's have a look at the ship, because you're going to be look at this. Come on, it's like going to a 5-star hotel, but you get a silly price.
And those are hot stone beds as well that you just saw there. Yeah. You know, it's really beautiful, and you can do couples massages as well, Paul. You know, for you and the missus, go there and both get massaged at the same time. What'd you say to that?
I'm not saying anything. No. I'll get in trouble. Now, I had 6 years on this line, and I absolutely loved every second of it. It is fantastic. Come on, let's go through what's included, because I'm sure anyone watching that going, I can't believe it's 44 quid a night. It really
Look at that single price there, Paul. 1679 for solo travellers. That's brilliant as well.
Yeah, because what happens generally is you pay twice as much. In this case, as you can see, it's a lot less than that. As Keith just told you can get $500, not pounds, but $500 worth of savings when you go to Sawgrass Mills Mall. Of course, you've got your flights, you've got your overseas transfers included, and of course, if you would like other airports, just talk to the team. That phone number's there at the bottom of the screen. But when you bear in mind, under £44 per person night, what sort of hotel would you get in the UK? And of course, that includes your food, it includes your entertainment, your ID number. Write down the ID number of this one. This has got to be a consideration, and it's like cruising the Med and then getting to cruise the Caribbean. It's like 2 cruises, and in £44 per person per night. 84854 is your ID number for that particular one. Let me go through the prices for you so you can actually see those. So in fact, there's a prize draw. This is the 400 show for Planet Cruise. So there are going to be 6 lucky winners that will get to join us right here at ID World. You get a studio tour. You get to have a buffet lunch with Sean and Keith, who's a regular on the show. And of course, you've got the opportunity of doing all of that by going to our website, idworld.tv. But put the additional bit on, /planet-cruise-holidays. And you don't have to have been on a cruise. You just need to tell us why you love Planet Cruise TV, why you love watching all of these shows. Come on, let's move on to our next one. We're going to go on to Oceania right now. In fact, this is another ship that you've been lucky enough to go on.
Yeah.
So let's see Keith give us a tour of the ship.
Launched in 2011, the Marina was Oceania Cruises' first new build, and at 66,000 tonnes but with only 1,200 guests, she offers an unparalleled chic and spacious environment where the comfort and intimacy of a small ship experience is magically expanded into a beautiful and sophisticated luxury hotel at sea. When you cruise with Oceania, unlimited complimentary soft drinks, bottled water, specialty coffees, teas and juices are all included in the price on every sailing. There are 9 different lounges and bars to experience on board Marina, from the intimate 007 cocktails and live music of martinis to the poolside alfresco setting of waves. But if, like me, you're a lover of the grape, then there's no finer choice than here in La Reserva. From the traditional Italian food of Toscana to the classic American steakhouse Polo Grill, this is a foodie's heaven where your taste buds will say thank you after every meal. Oceania spend more on food than any other line, And I love the fact that all the main restaurants also offer Canyon Ranch Spa Club cuisine, meaning that taste is not compromised by even the strictest diet. Now I'm about to go into Red Ginger, which was recently voted the best restaurant at sea. Its menu of Thai, Vietnamese, Japanese and Indonesian food is one of the world's best. But whatever you do, don't forget the nightly offering in the theatre. Comedians, stars of the West End and Broadway, and a superb selection of inventive shows that will literally leave you shouting, "Encore!" Elsewhere, you can dance the night away in Horizons or be serenaded by what many have described as the finest orchestra at sea. Oceania's suites feature oversized living and dining areas, as well as marble and granite-clad bathrooms and bathtubs. And the suites literally elevate seagoing opulence to new levels with custom Empire-style furnishings and iconic designs from Ralph Lauren Home, and of course the brilliance of contemporary designer Dakota Jackson.
Now tell me if I'm wrong on this. I thought Oceania cruises are normally more inclusive, but am I right in thinking this one is all inclusive?
That's right, which is very, very rare. So this is actually giving you your drinks as well, your alcoholic drinks included, you know, as well as all those kind of beautiful tailored specialty waters and coffees that they normally include.
It's a brilliant, brilliant deal. Come on, let's have a look where we're going to go, because it is a great itinerary.
Yeah, OK, so this is fab. This is your chance to head out from Southampton and head first over to Belgium, to chance to go and explore Bruges or Brussels. I would recommend Bruges every time over Brussels. There's a lot more to see, beautiful old town, wandering around this really historic centre where there's always so much to see. Of course, it's the chocolate capital pretty much of the world. Definitely try some Belgian chocolate, maybe try some of the craft beers, and go to the diamond areas as well, and maybe treat your partner or your loved one or yourself to a lovely diamond ring. OK, then we're going through to Amsterdam. Wow, this is great. Tulips, clogs, Heineken beer, Anne Frank, Rembrandt, so much more. This is an amazing city. Hire a bike, explore it by bicycle, I'd recommend it. There's so many bridges that are beautifully illuminated, great parks like the Kirkenhof, like the Ooster Park, Vlondel Park you can go out to, those iconic windmills, and of course you can do a wonderful cruise along the canals. I recommend that, but if you do that, go to Boomtown Chicago in Maledisplein and do a small one for just 12 people. Great place to explore. I love Amsterdam. Then we're going cruising the North Sea before we go through to Warnemünde, which is your port for Berlin. Warnemünde itself is a medieval paradise. You can walk the walls, go to the amazing beach. But if you're heading to Berlin, the Brandenburg Gate, Checkpoint Charlie, there's so much to see and do in Germany. And I recommend if you get a chance to go and do a tour in a tiny Trabant car, head over to East Germany and you go in convoy and you get the commentary piped into the car and these wonderful little Trabant East German cars. It's something like out of a spy novel as you head round all the sites in East Germany. It's really, really good fun. Very John Le Carre. OK, then we're going through to your next port of call is Sweden. It's Visby. This is the capital of Gotland. It's a beautiful holiday island. It's famous for its soft sandy beaches, dramatic cliffs and these distinctive grey-fleeced sheep and wild orchids. There's 35 varieties of orchid here. Great place to visit, and it's got, of course, that great Danish and Swedish heritage. The Vikings were here. Helsinki's next, great sea town, exciting dynamic place. Half the city almost seems to be in the water, and you've got the great Suomenlinna Sea Fortress, best place to go and have a picnic. Love that place, interconnected by 5 islands, huge place. That's the famous cathedral as well, which is also worth a view. Right, then we're going through to St. Petersburg. Now get this. A lot of cruises give you 1 overnight at St. Petersburg, Paul. This gives you 2. This gives you an immense opportunity to explore a city which you never have enough time to explore because there's so much to do. If you are going to cruise down the River Neva at twilight, just for a few rubles, maybe you're going to go and explore the Winter Palace, you know, the wonderful Hermitage, those 3 million works of art. Yeah. Maybe in the evenings, go and see the ballet, go and see some Russian dance, you know, when they cross their arms and they hop up and down on their legs, you know, that famous. You've got the Church of Blood. You know, the wonderful thing about Russia, like this, that's my favourite building in the whole of St. Petersburg. It's like gingerbread architecture. You can almost break it off and eat it. It's so stunning. A great place. 2 overnights there, what an itinerary. And then to Tallinn, gorgeous medieval town. It's pretty much unchanged over the last 600 years. It's got one of the oldest town halls with this really 14th century weather vane on the top. Got a great flower market, a great little place where you can walk down St. Catherine's Walkway to get some local produce. And you can sit down and eat bear and drink mead, honeyed mead, and it's almost like something out of one of Chaucer's tales. It's really great fun. So Tallinn, highly recommended. Get some great suits made for you there as well. Cruise the Baltic Sea before you get off in Copenhagen, or Copenhagen would probably be a better way to pronounce it. I'm being posh. And when you fly fly back to London Gatwick. You know, yeah, an amazing opportunity this. I got my first tattoo down that street.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Tattoo Ollie's.
I haven't got any tattoos.
I'll show you later, Paul.
Oh, I'm such a chicken.
Oh, yeah?
If you think this looks beautiful, the ship is beautiful. I want you to bear in mind this is normally more inclusive, but in this case it's free drinks and free tips. It is all inclusive. If you like the nicer things in life, write down the ID number, 84498. What else can you tell us about the line?
Well, they're stunning. You know, this is 6-star, Paul, and, you know, they really do specialise on their dining. They have open seating restaurants, all of which are included for you to go along and enjoy. And the great thing about them as well is the Canyon Ranch Spa, which is probably the best spa you can get on any cruise ship. Big celebrities in the US go to the Canyon Ranch Spas, you know, and they really have made their name. So when you see a Canyon Ranch Spa on board a ship, you know it's fantastic. But I recommend going and dining in Red Ginger, Toscana, any one of the restaurants, La Reserva, and trying some of the amazing wines, some of the amazing foods, most of which is supplied by their own farms that they're sending. They actually have their own farming produce and they send them stuff in.
Let me go through what's included for your money, because it's a beautiful, beautiful line. It's really worth considering. You can add, if you wish, one night at the Meon Valley Marriott, so you get to rest and relax before you actually join the ship. They'll include that, and that will include your parking for the entire trip. You can get return flights from London Gatwick, but again, if you want to, call the team. The number's there at the bottom of the screen. Write the number down. Give them a call, talk to them. There's no obligation. You're just chatting away and asking questions. They can make your cruise bespoke to your needs. They can provide all of those, and of course, you've got the 2 nights. How rare is that? 2 nights in St Petersburg, but we've still got another cruise to go.
The big thing about the Meon Valley deal is the fact that you get the transfer from the airport back to the Meon Valley Marriott, okay?
Perfect.
Because you're obviously sailing from Southampton, but you're flying back to Gatwick. So if you get that...
And they take you all the way down to the hotel.
Transfer you back to pick up your car, and your car's waited there for you if you're taking your car.
And that's another reason, if you go, why should I buy from Planet Cruise? That's another reason why. But come on, let's introduce...
Back again, Sean. Nice
to see you.
This is the man that brought you that brilliant deal. Shane's the guy that brought you the brilliant deal from Princess.
Oh, it's been so stressful. I've had to run from the green room, I've had to come in here to get the deal. We finally got it together, so we managed just in the nick of time to get it on the show.
Well, I'm going to tell us about the line in a moment, but before we do that, we're actually going to go out to the Far East. So let's see a little bit of Singapore, because that is your first port of call. What do you want to tell us about this, Keith?
Well, very quickly, as you saw, with the #1 seller, I'm sure Shane will tell you this, for Princess in the UK. Singapore, an amazing city, really immersive. I've got a good friend out there now. I've been giving him some recommendations about what to do. It's full of these, well, we're all mixed. You've got these Chinese shop houses, you've got red tiled roofs, you've got sturdy Victorian buildings, like Raffles Hotel, you know, with the famous long bar where you can chuck your nuts on the floor.
I bought 6 glasses and kept them. We took them home. We still use them now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, the great thing here, of course, is shopping, as you just mentioned there. The Jurong Bird Park, the largest walk-in aviary in the world, and the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. That took 3 months to rise up and place on the top there. And you can sit and have a cocktail overlooking the whole of Singapore in this artificial kind of beach world. It's incredible, and it's right at the top.
It wasn't there when I was there, so I've never had the opportunity to go to it.
It's incredible.
Love
yeah,
to see
it's incredible
that.
thing to do.
But of course, that's your first 2 nights. You're going to Singapore. Then you join the ship.
You do, and this is where Shane's going to tell you all about the fantastic Princess Cruises.
Yeah, let's have a look at the line themselves.
Amazing, so thank you guys. So, firstly, I think the police are still after you for those glasses that you took home from Singapore. I'm not sure whether you should have taken those, but it's another matter. So, Princess Cruises, an amazing product. Obviously, I'm going to say that, but many of our customers do come back time and time again.
Yeah.
So we have a wonderful fleet of 18 ships sailing all over the world. And one thing that we really do find from our guests is that they want to explore somewhere a little bit different. So a lot of our passengers have done the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, and they're now looking to head further afield, and that's why we've chosen this incredible Asia itinerary for you to have a look at today. So it's a great itinerary, sailing on the beautiful Sapphire Princess, so no matter which Princess Cruises ship you choose, you will have a consistent Princess experience. We have the signature features, our outdoor movies under star screen, our adults-only sanctuary area, our piazza, which is the heart and hub of our ships, so you'll find all these signature features, so you can choose an itinerary based on the itinerary that you want to do, rather than choosing which is your favourite ship, because if you like one Princess ship, you will love them all.
Yeah, I've got to tell you at home that there's a big place in our heart for Princess. I say ours, my wife and I, because I actually proposed to her on a Princess ship.
You did, you were telling me a story earlier.
She said yes.
Well, Princess were the original Love Boat as well, weren't they? You know, the original Love Boat series, that was a Princess ship, wasn't it?
Yes, Princess ship. So yes, we were the original Love Boat, and it proved right for you.
It did, it certainly did. And we're still together! Woohoo! And we just had another baby! Woohoo! Woo! All right, let's take an opportunity to see the itinerary. Come on, let's see where we get to go. So, we've been to Singapore already.
Yeah, okay, so we're heading out for Singapore. I'm still thinking about the baby thing, one word, okay. Got to get that out of my mind. Okay, then your first port of call. This is the place we were chatting about, Shane, wasn't it?
How do you say that?
Bandar Seri Begawan in Brunei.
Bandar Seri Begawan, as they say in the local twang. So I was lucky enough to visit this place, an incredible place. It's ruled by its sultan, so it's a sultancy, and a great place there to be able to experience the palace. Incredibly clean here. So,
very clean.
It is quite unusual to find this on a cruise itinerary, so a really unusual port of call, and admittedly probably not somewhere that you would naturally go on holiday, so that's why it's really great to be able to experience this on a cruise excursion.
Great start, then relaxing day at sea before you then hit Vietnam. Nha Trang, it's the beach capital of Vietnam. Great chance to see these towering mountains looming up behind these sweeping beaches. I recommend just maybe doing a little tuk-tuk tour around and soaking up some of the sun. Then we're going through to, well, this is great. This is Ho Chi Minh City. We might remember it as the former Saigon.
Yeah.
You may have seen the musical.
Yeah.
You can head into the incredible Rex Hotel for great views over the city where the 5 o'clock follies during the Vietnam War were held. Everything's walkable from there. And you've also got a chance to head down the Mekong River to paddle down there in the beautiful traditional boats. You can head to the famous Chi Chi Tunnel network, which the Viet Cong built, which is quite impressive. And the Ben Thanh Market, if you want to get a bargain, if you want to see local Vietnamese life, go there. But remember, watch out for the motorbikes. Motorbikes are everywhere in Ho Chi Minh City. It's ruled by motorbikes. Love it. Relaxing day at sea before you go to Cambodia. This is probably my favourite country. In fact, definitely my favourite country in Southeast Asia. Sihanoukville, hacked out of the jungle in the 1950s and 60s, named after their king. Great chance for you to relax on a beach or possibly go in and do a mangrove cruise looking for some of the famous bird life. It's a very friendly, very, very, very beautiful country where the people can't do enough for you, you know, and they really, really are beautiful people. Then we're going through to Bangkok. We're now in a different country. We're in Thailand. Lam Shabang, love that name. Go into a couple of hours into Bangkok, the world's hottest capital city. The floating markets where you can barter for some wonderful fresh fruit and produce. You can go to some of the grand palaces. You can see the reclining golden Buddha. Maybe go and get a massage in Wat Po. And then again, look at the size of that. Can you see how you've got the wonderful ancient palace there with the skyscrapers behind? Go on a tuk-tuk ride. It's better than any roller coaster. And this is Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn, which is absolutely stunning. And definitely try some of the Thai food. Lemongrass and coconut milk. Beautiful. Okay, then we're going through to another Thai destination. This is the island. It's Koh Samui. Iconic because of the beach, both the book by Alex Garland and the film of Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a great beach island. There's loads to do. Go and see the traditional monkeys shimmying up a tree and throwing down the coconuts. It's a great example of man working with beast, and it's still used today.
Really?
Love them monkeys and coconuts. Love a bit of coconuts. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So Koh Samui, a great finish to your cruise before you then have a relaxing day at sea and go back to Singapore. It's an incredible cruise, incredible itinerary that, Shane, it really is.
It really is, and the great thing about it is you may think, right, we're sailing around on a cruise ship, we're not really going to experience the culture, but the key thing for us at Princess Cruises, we try and make sure that we bring the local culture on board as much as possible, so our menus will be inspired by the local countries that you are visiting. We'll also bring on board some local entertainment as well. We'll also bring on board some local lecturers, so you really will feel like you are immersing yourself into that Southeast culture, Southeast Asia culture rather, so you will really feel like you are travelling in Asia. So it's great for our passengers that come back time and time again for that reason.
We've got big savings for you on this. The price had come down, we've taken it down again, and there's some great Christmas savings on here too. You can see the dates, December and January and February, so you've got time to plan on this. Great price. You can see we took the price reduction down and now it's gone down again, so you're onto a complete and utter winner here. That works out at less than £100 per person per night. Return flights, again, if you're looking at other airports, call the team, chat to them. 2-night stay in that 4-star hotel in Singapore. What a great way to start. And look at the Christmas sailings
Incredible.
here.
And you know, that Christmas sailing, you have Christmas Day in Cambodia.
How amazing
On a
would
beach.
that be?
I want a photo if
Instead
you
of
do this.
snow, even if it rained, it would be hot rain. Let's have a look at the prices, because it is so affordable. You can see there, whether you want interior or you want to get a mini suite, it is so affordable. Write down the phone number 0800 840 1088, or if you prefer to use the internet, planetcruise.co.uk. Now that's the 6th of our cruises. I know I'm going to try and whiz through all 6 very quickly for you. We started with the line I said it's the best food I've ever had at sea. Holland America. Dates available in June, July, August and September, and you will get free up to $250 onboard spend if you decide to go in July or August. Huge savings on there. Look at that, £670 per person off the brochure price. That's huge savings. Let's go on to Celebrity, our second trip. And Celebrity, again, this was the one I said my sister's favourite line, and again, she worked on cruise ships. So, you know, we're really talking to experts here. A free upgrade from ocean view to balcony, so a perfect reason to go with Planet Cruise. Exclusive to Planet Cruise 2 is the free $75 onboard spend if you decide to go for a balcony stateroom. Then let's hop over to the next one, because we have Thompson Cruises too. Another brilliant deal. Dates only available on this in October. If you did fancy other dates, and well, I can't go in October, talk to the team and see what they can work out for you. Sometimes we have very limited spaces available on other cruises. It's just not worth bringing it to TV, because obviously a lot of people call. So do write these ID numbers if you're interested. That's the one where it's 7 days at sea and 7 days in Corfu in the hotel. Let's go to Costa, my very first cruise line. 6 years I enjoyed with these guys. 27th of November is what we're looking at. Again, call if you have got other dates in mind. This is the one where you've got the $500 worth of savings to spend at Sawgrass Mills at the end of your trip. And then we went on to Oceania, a beautiful line. If you like the nicer things in life, this is one worth considering. Brilliant. And of course, not more inclusive this trip, usually more inclusive. This is all inclusive. Free drinks and free tips. And of course, you've got your 2 overnights in St. Petersburg there. And then finally, with Richie, we're talking, sorry, with Shane. I'm thinking Shane Ritchie.
Oh, you're changing my name now. I've got 2 minutes.
With Shane, we're talking about Princess Cruises. What an amazing opportunity. The price was taken down, and then we took it down again. You cannot go wrong. So let's talk about Friday's show, for those of you that perhaps want to know a little bit more. This is on Friday at 11 o'clock.
It is. More great deals coming your way, and a great opportunity for you to grab another bargain. So tune in at 11 AM. And remember, we've got a YouTube channel, and in fact, loads of social media. You're going to see our interactive page now, and that's full of different ways you can get in contact with us.
Yeah, let's whiz through that for you. If you like to use Twitter, in fact, we're gonna do some tweeting in a moment. You can always get hold of them. It's hashtag Planet Cruise Live or at Planet Cruise. And then, of course, you've got Facebook. It's nice. I like YouTube because you can see the video clips of everything. And, of course, you can always email hello@planetcruise.co.uk. You've got some shout-outs?
I do. Twitter? So thank you to everyone that's been chatting to us on Twitter. Here we go. Hello to Danielle Burton, to Paul Ludlow, to S. Johnson, to Love to Travel. Hi to you. Amanda Batman, to Sharon Veal, to Ian Holroyd. Big hello. Helen Grime. Amy,
quite a few.
Jackie Mack, I know, look how many we've retreated.
They're telling me to hurry you up.
Lisa Roberts, Samantha, who said, looking good, guys. Is what Samantha said.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you
I've
very
got my
much.
summer suit on.
And Nick Tavender as well, so great to have you back. So thanks, Nick. Thanks to everyone that watched. And,
Hey,
and
Keith, let me say thanks to you.
Yeah.
Shane, I really appreciate you coming
Cheers,
in.
guys. Thank you so
Shane
much.
is from Princess
Thank
Cruises,
you.
and thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere.